Alright, let me tell you a bit of a wild story about my time inside. So I was denied bail as soon as I got done. Got sent straight to Surrey Hills, and my court-appointed lawyer told the bail judge that I had worked at Qantas, and I instantly got denied bail and was labelled a flight risk. So that was stupid by me. Any tips for you guys out there? Just wait as long as you can before applying for bail, and don't do it straight away. Anyway, regardless, so I ended up in Silverwater Remand Centre. I was in Darcy 2 or 3, I believe, and for 2 weeks I was stuck there before getting my classification, and I was then transferred to Long Bay. I got classified A2, I think. Yeah. So if you don't know what my charges were, they were just drugs and money. So proceeds of crime and commercial supply. But anyway, so on the transport truck to Long Bay, I got stuck with someone, and his name was Samuel Towney. And he seemed pretty friendly enough, and he'd been inside already for a long period of time, and he was now back. Didn't know much about him, didn't know what happened, didn't know what his case was, just knew that he was inside, and he seemed to want to fucking talk to me. So, you make the best of what you're given. Anyway, he had told me he was inside for a kidnapping gone wrong. And what he said was that it was an insurance job that was meant to happen. I didn't think much of it, and was just focused on my own time and my own story, and how the fuck I was going to try and get out of there. Anyways, the next morning, we hit the yard, we're in Long Bay, and I wanted to work out, keep myself busy. And unfortunately, Sam, he decided to work out with me. And then people started to think we were mates, but in reality, I just met him. Then later that afternoon, the news came on. So we'd spent the day sort of training and eating together and whatnot. I was trying to, talk to other people and make the day go quickly, but anyway, Sam was there. So the news came on in the afternoon, and his face was plastered everywhere. Turns out he was in a 400-kilometre police chase from Newcastle all the way down to the western suburbs, and he kidnapped an elderly woman and burnt the house that she had lived in with her husband inside alive, almost killing her husband. In jail, these types of crimes are unforgivable. Even on the inside, there is a code. And some guys in the yard warned Sam that if he came back out tomorrow, that he'd get tuna canned. And that's when Sam panicked. He tried to convince me that I was in danger too. And just because I had shared a cell with him, my name was brought up, and they thought that I had done the crime with him. So he pressed the buzzer. And you got to remember that this was my first time in jail. I had had many friends been in and out. I knew how it all worked, but there's little things that you need to sort of become accustomed to. So next thing I know, Sam hit that buzzer, and it told them that we were both in danger, which in fact I fucking wasn't, and I had no say in it. So regardless, the next morning our cell stayed locked, and the guards came and grabbed us. As we were walking past, they were all yelling at us, saying some pretty fucking disgusting things, which I don't blame them, because they thought I was associated with him. So anyway, we both had interviews with the warden separately, and I explained to the warden I had nothing to do with Sam or his fucking crimes. And then I just showed him my paperwork. Well, he had it in front of me, in front of him, and yeah, just said I wasn't scared. And lucky for me, I got taken back to the yard. Sam got taken into protective custody. The boneyard is what everyone calls it. And yeah, that's a disgusting place. That's where you're stuck with the worst of the worst. But when I got back to the yard, we had probably an hour or so left of time left. And most of the yard then decided to surround me and asked to see my paperwork to prove that I was not associated with him. And I had nothing to hide. I showed them. And one of the guys shook my hand and said, "Fuck, you're lucky. That's why you got to vet everyone that you share a cell with." And to be honest, it's a serious lesson, not just in jail, but in life. Even behind bars, there is a code of conduct, and you have to be smart about who you trust. But you got to remember, I'm not telling you this story to glorify anything. Jail is not cool. Please don't do what I did, and these are just my experiences to show you how bad it really is in there, and you can change. Alright guys, thank you. Make sure you guys like and share. The love and support I've gotten so far since my old account getting banned has been awesome. And I just want to tell some stories to you guys and just try and help everyone else. Alright, thank you.